Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nikos Angelidis, and this is News for You, broadcasting live from Athens. Greece and the Troika have reached an agreement on outstanding structural reforms that will lead to the country's lenders dispersing a 2.8 billion euro loan tranche and another 7.2 billion euros for the recapitalization for the Greek banks. The breakthrough came over the weekend when Athens and its lenders agreed on a formula for about 14,000 civil servants to be made redundant by the end of the year. Let's see what the Prime Minister had to say about the deal.
Στόχος μας παραμένει να βγούμε από την κρίση, να βγούμε από τα μνημόνια, αλλά να παραμείνουμε στο ευρώ, να παραμείνουμε στο σκληρό πυρήνα της Ευρώπης. Τώρα παλεύουμε για επενδύσεις, για ανάκαμψη, για ανακούφιση των ανέργων. Ήδη η ανταγωνιστικότητα της Ελλάδας αποκαθίσταται. Μόνο πέρσι βελτιώθηκε η Ελλάδα στη διεθνή κατάταξη κατά 22 θέσεις. Και φέτος η βελτίωση αυτή επιταχύνεται. Ενώ για πρώτη φορά ο πληθωρισμός στη χώρα μας είναι από τους χαμηλότερους στην Ευρωζώνη. Δεν σας λέω κάθε άλλο ότι τα δύσκολα πια περάσανε. Σας λέω όμως ότι οι θυσίες πιάνουν τόπο και η κατάσταση έχει αρχίσει να αλλάζει. Η ψυχολογία έχει αρχίσει να αλλάζει. Σε λίγο η βελτίωση αυτή θα γίνεται αισθητή από όλο και περισσότερους. Ενώ πέρα από τη ρευστότητα που τον επόμενο μήνα αποκαθίσταται, από τον Ιούνιο προβλέπονται εισπράξεις ρεκόρ από τον τουρισμό μας. Σε λίγο χρόνο η Ελλάδα δεν θα εξαρτάται πια από μνημόνια, αλλά θα είναι μια Ελλάδα αναπτυξιακή, μια Ελλάδα ανταγωνιστική, μια Ελλάδα εξωστρεφής, μια Ελλάδα δηλαδή ισχυρή, μια κοινωνία που δίνει προοπτική στους ανθρώπους και ιδιαίτερα στους νέους της.
Speaking at a joint press conference, Finance Minister Yannis Tournaras and head of the International Monetary Fund's representation in the Troika, Paul Thompson, stressed several areas in which Greece had to improve its performance.
Έχουμε ομαλή περάτωση των διαπραγματεύσεων με την Τρόικα. Έχουμε δηλαδή συμφωνία. Θα σας μιλήσει και ο κύριος Τόμψεν γι' αυτό. Επομένως, αναμένεται χωρίς πρόβλημα η εκταμείευση των επόμενων δόσεων. Ο μείζον στόχος σήμερα είναι να αποκτήσουμε πρωτογενές πλεόνασμα στον προϋπολογισμό από φέτος, ώστε να ζητήσουμε την εφαρμογή της ρήτρας που συμφωνήθηκε στο Eurogroup της 27ης Νοεμβρίου 2012, δηλαδή να ζητήσουμε μια δραστική μείωση του δημόσιου χρέους.
Greece has indeed come a very long way. Let me give you three examples. First, as many others have said, the fiscal adjustment in Greece has been exceptional by any international comparison. Greece has consistently delivered on its fiscal targets. I think that both the Greek government, in particular the Greek government, but its European partners, are doing whatever it takes to keep this program going despite very difficult circumstances, despite admittedly some setbacks. I mean, in short, the glass is much more than half full.
About 4,000 civil servants will lose their jobs this year and from 10 to 11,000 next year, according to the agreement reached between the government and the Troika. The reduction of the civil servant number was the last obstacle to the latest Troika review being completed and the path opening for Greece to receive its next loan tranche of 2.8 billion euros. Another 25,000 civil servants will be placed in a mobility scheme that will see them transformed from overstaffed departments to others where there's a shortage of personnel. Now, let's go to our newsroom and meet our political editor, Elena Alevizou. Elena, let's start first with some of the things that the Prime Minister said prior.
Yes, well, Mr. Samaras spoke about the agreement, of course, Nico. He said that under the agreement, first of all, there will be more installments for the debts to the IRS and the Social Security funds than ever before. Also, under new programs funded by the EU, there will be relief for the unemployed and also several plans and schemes such as health schemes for the the unemployed. Now, for the public sector and the dismissals there, the Prime Minister said that by the end of the year, 4,000 employees will leave the public sector, and these employees will be either corrupted or employees who have worked in organizations that will be abolished, or employees who will leave voluntarily, mainly through retirement schemes. This will create a much more effective and efficient public sector, he said, and this is not about human sacrifices, as some say. He also said, referring to the statement made by Mr. Alexis Tsipras.
Elena, the government seems to be happy about the deal. All parties of the government. Is that right?
They are satisfied. First of all, yes, the government is satisfied because, as we heard the Prime Minister saying, the agreement means that Greece can move towards development, and it will help make more efficient the public sector.
Any reactions from PASOK's Evangelos Venizelos?
In PASOK also, PASOK says that, first of all, they're satisfied about the agreement among the political leaders, and also the fact that the agreement with the Troika will bring the much-needed loan installments to Greece. Also, they say that the restructuring of the public sector should have happened a long time ago. Both PASOK and the Democratic Left say that in this way, for the public sector, I mean, there will be no horizontal and unjust layoffs.
Okay, now we know some details about the deal. Do we need to know some more than what the Prime Minister has said?
About the public sector or generally? Because he also spoke,
in general,
yes,
not,
okay. He also spoke about the recapitalization of banks, and which is very important. This will be completed in the next month, as he said, and it will create, it will again mean that the cash flow will start again for the real economy. Mr. Samaras said that of course this is a difficult year, but the situation will improve, and we will see that day by day. He also spoke, of course, of the property tax, which will be less this year by 15%.
Okay, now I understand there were reactions, of course, from the parties of the opposition.
Yes, first of all, from Syriza, Mr. Tsipras said today that this situation will mean that there will be a Mediterranean spring like the Arab Spring. He said that the layoffs in the public sector are human sacrifices and that the people should fight back. We also had a reaction from the Independent Greeks. Mr. Kamenos said that the layoffs in the public sector will mean that 150,000 people will be affected by unemployment, because these civil servants have also got families. And we also had a reaction from the Communist Party, which said that the barbaric measures do not stop here and now. Also, for the Communist Party, Nico, we had some developments, important developments there at the convention yesterday.
Yes. This is my next story.
Okay.
Thank you. Let me keep it.
Okay.
Elena, well, thank you very much. After 22 years at the helm of the Greek Communist Party, General Secretary Aleka Papariga announced that she would not be running for the post on the party's 19th Congress in Athens. The party's Central Committee replaced Papariga with Dimitris Koutsoupas. Born in 1955 in Lamia, central Greece, Koutsoupas joined the Communist Party youth wing during the dictatorship when he was a student at Athens Law School. He became a member of the party in 1974 and is being elected to the party's Central Committee since 1987. He was appointed secretary of the party in 2009. Hugo Chávez's hand-picked successor, Nicolás Maduro, has won Venezuela's presidential election by a narrow margin, 51% of the vote against 49% of his opponent. His rival, Enrique Capriles, demanded the recount, pardoning more headaches for the country shaken by the death of its dominating leader.
300,000 votes separate Nicolás Maduro and Enrique Capriles after Sunday's vote in Venezuela, with Hugo Chávez's protégé placed on 50.7% of the vote compared to 49.1% for Capriles.
Capriles, yo te dije, y lo dije públicamente, si yo pierdo por un voto, te entrego mañana, pero no es así, he ganado por casi 300.000 votos. ¡Que viva Hugo Chávez! ¡Chávez vive! ¡Chávez vive!
Uno por uno.
Opposition candidate Enrique Capriles said he did not recognize official results. The controversy raised fears of political unrest in Venezuela, a nation with the world's biggest oil reserves.
Nosotros no vamos a reconocer un resultado hasta tanto aquí no se cuente cada voto de los venezolanos. Uno por uno.
Nicolas Maduro, who was handpicked by Hugo Chavez before the former president died from cancer last month, stressed out that this victory is another tribute to Comandante Chavez. Among the urgent issues to be tackled is dealing with a crime with the world's highest homicide at Guinapic rates.
The MTV Awards was the talk of the town in Los Angeles. It was a night filled with jokes about body parts and presentations of the year's biggest upcoming films. A magic night indeed, one of Hollywood's biggest youth-friendly ceremonies.
Marvel's The Avengers.
The comic book superheroes of the Avengers and comedy romance Silver Linings Playbook won top awards at the yearly MTV ceremony. Jennifer Lawrence won the Best Female Performance and shared the Best Kiss Award with co-star Bradley Cooper, who was also voted Best Male Performer in Comedy Romance.
But the coolest thing about me playing Pat Solitano was being able to go across the country and seeing all the men and women, the vets who have suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder, and the real need that we have to develop a strategy to take care of them.
Taylor Lautner picked up a trophy for Best Shirtless Performance.
I'm just going to be real honest with you guys. I turned 21 recently. I've been drinking a little bit, eating a little too much drinking, probably.
Emma Watson was presented with the Trailblazer Award.
So after seeing this clip, I look back at all of the work I've done over the last 14 years, and many things come to mind. Most importantly, how bad my hair was in the first Harry Potter film.
During the night, young singer Selena Gomez debuted her new single Come and Get It, while Macklemore performed the song Can Hold Us. Viewers were also able to get a taste of the movies Iron Man 3, Star Trek Into Darkness, and the sequel of the movie Hunger Games.
In business news now, the Athens Stock Exchange records losses of 0.77%, closing momentarily at 919.46 points. And these are the top stories for now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us and stay tuned on ERT World.